How's it going? I'm bringing you another review. This time, it will be the Target exclusive Monkey D Luffy ACH Figuarts. So, here's my box. If you want to take a look how it looks in case you want to buy one yourself. It has Target limited edition, basically printed all over the box, all over the front, the side, right there, everywhere, all over. Just in case you don't forget that it's a Target exclusive. But the front has a nice picture of the figure. Some more product shots of him in poses. Also the side. This side as well. The back has some more poses. Get a nice look of the figure before you take it out of the box. Some info, some more legal info. You know, same old. This figure basically has been already out. It's just the only difference, it's battle damaged instead of it being the regular one. So there isn't really much anything new. And I think it comes with less accessories than the first one. I'm not too sure. I don't have the other one to compare it to, but I could be wrong. But we're gonna open it up and take a closer look. So here's everything that the Monkey D Luffy ACH Figuarts comes with. He comes with three pairs of hands and one singular hand for the right hand, which happens to be a pointing finger, in case you want him to make a statement. Then it comes with a open palm hand that's a little more relaxed compared to the other hand we're about to take a look at. This is for like grabbing onto something or someone, maybe even used for the Gum Gum Bazooka, but these other hands look like they're more for that. As you can see, his hand is a little more like less open palmed. See his fingers like gripping. Yeah, they're all nicely painted, you know, no issues on that. And he has two fist hands on, of course. Then he also came with this extra hairpiece for the back and the front for his bangs. This is for the hairpiece is for him to wear the hat, which is the hat. You can see he has the three cuts that Buggy did to the hat. Really nice. Here's the faces that this Luffy comes with. One like kind of like excited, but still banged up on the forehead and on the side of the cheek. I actually do like that they made the scratches and marks more visible, rather than them just being like scratch marks without paint. Here's the other head. This is gonna be used for like a desperation or like just yelling, you know, gives a lot of emotion. Really nice. Again, more scratch marks. Really, really nice. It's simplistic, but it works. Okay, and then we'll take a look at the figure. So here's the figure itself. Again, this figure is nothing new. This has already released in the past, just without the battle damage. So the articulation should be about the same. I heard there's like some fixes, but I'm not aware of them, so I wouldn't be able to point them out. But I also don't have the other one for comparison, but hopefully soon I can compare it. So let's start with the leg articulation. So this figure has like a gap right here. I think these come down, yeah. As you can see, this one's down and this one's not, so you can bring that one down. But this basically allows the leg to move further back, so you get some more posing out of it. See, get a somewhat 90-degree angle. Doesn't really touch the back of the thigh. But and then the leg moves like that. It has a little bit of movement, wiggle around this part, because the leg has a bit more room to allow the leg to move in there. The ankle pivots like that. The rocker is pretty good on this figure. Ankle rocker is really nice. The sandals, they have a nice mechanic that I love that they're doing with has to do with the toe hinge. The toe hinge moves with the back of the sandal. Really nice. Goes all the way that far. goes back down. Then neck moves up, and then down, like up that far, down that far. Really nice articulation on the legs, not bad. I guess if I were to add anything, it'd be cool if they did like the drop down legs, just to give him a little more articulation. But yeah, because he doesn't have that. Similar to like the 1.0 AC Figuarts, they had like the drop down legs. I think that would probably help this figure a lot. He could still kick up, kinda, yeah, like that far up. Not the best, but not the worst. Yeah, if he were able to drop this leg down, he would probably get more use out of the articulation in the thigh area. He'd probably be able to kick up like probably this high with that. But yeah, still good nonetheless. Knee kicks out from the side this far. You can do the splits. This, okay, like that. Pretty good. He's not loose at all as well. He's actually pretty sturdy. The joints are also pretty slick. They're not like stuck to each other. They're pretty fluid, I would say. Then the arms move full rotation. Then it has like this mechanic. It's like a ball joint, but the socket right here is empty. Like it has an empty slot, so it can like have his arm all the way up like that. Give him some attitude. Can go down a bit. His elbow joint, really nice. Wrist, up and down. No, side to side. And then same with the other arm, same thing. Can go full rotation. Like that. Again, really nice, not bad. The upper diaphragm rotates around. He can lean forward this much. That's pretty good. You can get a little more out of that. And then he can lean back that much. Again, awesome, really good. Very fluid. No, like the joints aren't stiff. Straight out of the box. The neck, he can look that far down. It leaves a small gap, or like a gap at the back of the neck, but that's not a big deal. It's a figure. He can move his neck not too far back. Yeah, no, he doesn't have too much back moving in the neck, but that's okay, because he can actually look up that far, which is pretty good, even with the neck limiting the back of it. He has some attitude. Give him like a little pivot at the head, go like that. Turn, you already know. And then yeah, I mean, very standard articulation for this Luffy, just because we already had this Luffy in the past, but I feel like they improved on some stuff. I can't really tell what it is because I don't have it at the moment, but I did, when I did own it, I feel like this one feels a lot better than that one, just off the top of my head. Yeah, that's it for the articulation. We can look at the paint. So, onto the paint. There's battle damage all over his body. His legs have some, his feet, his arms. This bicep doesn't have anything, but this bicep does. Same with the wrist. And then the neck has some as well. The face. And the clothes on this figure, they have like a black, some black paint to kind of show that the clothes are dirty. He's been through it. The upper, like the vest part, has some dark spots as well, and has scratches around the body. As you can see right there, he has some in the back too. Again, has like some darker colors all around just to show that it's sturdy. The bottom of the pants also has some like shading. I guess the one issue that I have with this figure, if I were to be able to point it out, since we're looking at the paint, and that's where the QC issue is for me, the upper part of the chest right here is a lighter peach color compared to the rest of the body. His arms are kind of tannish beige, whereas the chest, I don't know if you can see it, it's a very light color. Yeah, you kind of see it, but it's not a deal breaker. It's not too bad. When you pose them, you won't really be able to tell, but I mean, the naked eye can pick it up, so it's like something to look after when you're gonna purchase this figure. But yeah, the paint is about the same as the other one. It's nicely painted, you know, no mishaps, no issues with like the colors on everything else except that part. That's about it for that. Yeah, so now I'm gonna give my final verdict in a little bit. So when it comes to the Monkey D Luffy ACH Figuarts Target exclusive limited edition, I think the figure is obviously really nice. It's just the same as the previous one, which was also a great figure. This one isn't like a huge necessity unless you really just want the battle damage, which the battle damage is nice, I may add, and you know, it adds a little bit of you know, attitude to the figure. It gives, you know, gives them a new look that's not too drastic, and you know, it's simplistic but good enough to, you know, I feel like it's worth the purchase if you don't have the original one and you want one that's scuffed up, which, you know, it's cool. It's a really nice figure. It's like I said, simplistic, and we've seen this before, so it's nothing new. But just like the previous one, this one, I would, if I were to rate it and give it a verdict, I would say it's about a 9/10. The articulation is really good on this, especially in the legs. The arms are really nice. Like I previously mentioned, the only glaring issue would be the chest part being a somewhat different color. I've seen a lot worse in other cases for different figures. I guess a good example would be like the ACH Figuarts Go Tanks. His chest is like not even the same color as like at all compared to the rest of the body. It's like almost yellow and the rest of his body's like tan, which this is like lighter than the rest of his body, but I feel like you can see past this once you pose him and just have him in, like, you know, do some photography or just have him posed up in a somewhere. But overall, it's a nice figure. I'd definitely recommend it if you could pick it up. You know, it's just another Luffy. There's not a lot to say about it, but I would say that he will go well with any other character that usually put him up against. Like if they make more villains, I doubt they'll make like you know, pre-time skip villains, but I mean, there's hope. But I feel like they're focusing more on the newer stuff, which is fine too. But they did do that Marco from Marineford, so here's hoping that they'll make an Akainu, which they, I mean, I can't say that more than likely will, but they made Kizaru, so it's like, hopefully they make the rest of the Admirals. But yeah, that's about it for this review. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Peace.